Hello, this is James, or J for short.
And my name is Colin, or James for short.
Wow, we got that out of the way. Now, today we are reading Hogwarts School of Prayer and Miracles, which is an attempt to Christianize Harry Potter. It's also been called one of the worst fanfictions of all time, right up there next to My Immortal. So, let's have a go at it. Hello, friends. My name is Grace Ann. I'm new to this whole fan fiction thing, but recently I've encountered a problem that I believe this is the solution to. My little ones have it. This sounds like Christoph Waltz.
I was about to say
This
that.
sounds like
It's
a
like a
gay
female-
This is a gay Christoph Waltz. My little ones have been asking to read the Harry Potter books, and of course I'm happy for them to be reading, but I don't want them turning into witches. So, I thought, why not make some slight changes to these books so these books are family friendly? And then I thought, why not share this with all the other mommies who are facing the same problem? So, ta-da! Here it is! Bingo! I am so excited to share this with all of you, so without further ado...
Once upon a time, there was a little boy named Harry Potter who lived under the stairs in a house on Privet Drive with his aunt and uncle. He was a good, obedient boy who did all his chores, but he felt there was something missing in his life. Something big and special.
Where were you leading that to?
It led itself right into it. But he could not quite name it. He stayed up every night and wished for this special something, but then one day there was a knock at his door and everything changed.
Answer the door, Harry!
His Aunt Petunia, a career woman, barked from her armchair where she sat with her feet up. She had short curly blonde hair and never wore any makeup, that ugly bitch. Uncle Vernon...
It doesn't actually say that.
Are you sure? Right there. No. Uncle Vernon nodded sheepishly from the kitchen and put a tray of moist chocolatey brownies in the oven.
Shouldn't you be doing that?
Harry thought, but he was a very obedient young boy, so he answered the door right away. He turned the brass metal doorknob and pulled open the heavy wooden door. On the porch was standing a huge muscular man with a big manly beard, and he was dressed in a plaid red shirt, blue jeans, and sturdy leather boots.
It was the brawny man.
It was, His chest was covered in a thick, unruly carpet of a coarse brown hair. He wore
Just one.
It was a lovely hair. Clearly it was herbal.
Herbal what?
Herbal essence.
Oh, okay.
Don't worry, there's some of the joke, I promise. He wore a necklace that looked to Harry like a lowercase t. I just realized what it was.
Yeah.
Just looking at Harry feel happy, peaceful somehow, but he couldn't say why. That could not be a correct sentence.
No. How was I going to do Hagrid? I forget.
Hank Hill.
Oh, yeah.
Good morning, kiddo.
The man greeted amiably and smiled at Harry. He had the peaceful, friendly sort of face that you knew you could just trust.
My name is Hagrid. Could I speak to your mommy and daddy?
I don't have a mommy or daddy.
Harry replied sadly, and looked at his raggedy old shoes that were blue.
Ryan Stiles.
Just in case you didn't know. Perhaps that was why he felt so lonely, he thought. Not for the first time. Maybe that's what he was missing, a mommy and a daddy. But no, that was not quite right.
I'm so sorry to hear that.
Hagrid uttered empathetically.
You can speak with my auntie and uncle.
Harry retorted politely and blinked his big, blue, childlike eyes.
What do you want?
Aunt Petunia peered out the door with her narrow, suspicious eyes, and she was wearing a baggy, unflattering pantsuit.
Hello, neighbor. I was wondering if you had been saved.
Hagrid exclaimed brightly and tipped his wide-brimmed straw cowboy hat. Aunt Petunia laughed gravely. Necessary, and leaned forward on her sturdy, practical boots.
Saved! Don't tell me you're one of those Christians!
Harry did not know what that word meant, but Hagrid's smile was the most peaceful smile he had ever seen. It made Harry feel warm and hairy and happy inside, just seeing the glowing, radiant grin on the kind, friendly stranger's face. He wondered why Aunt Petunia and Uncle Vernon did not smile like that.
Yes, I am.
Hagrid replied kindly.
Are you?
Aunt Petunia laughed again and stuck her pointy, sharp nose in the air.
We're too smart for that. Haven't you read Dawkins? God is dead. Dawkins proved that. Would you like us to educate you on the Dawkins?
What is a Christian?
Harry queried innocently.
Sounds like Yakko from Animania.
What is a Christian?
No. Harry queried innocently and scuffed his shoes on the shaggy yellow carpet, which had not been vacuumed in quite some time.
Is that Aunt Petunia's?
Ooh.
Christians are people who want to be good.
Hagrid explained wisely and crouched down so he was on eye level with Harry.
We want to go to heaven after we die. Do you want to know what heaven is, Harry? Tell you what.
Harry shook his head, and his big eyes were wide and curious.
Heaven is a beautiful place where we can be with God.
Aunt Petunia smacked her hands over Harry's young ears, and her voice was sickly sweet when she said,
Thank you very much for your concern, sir. But he does not need your religion. He has science and socialism and birthdays. Haven't you heard of evolution? I have a very good textbook on evolution that I could give you. What? That I could give you on it if you would like to learn things.
dirty things.
Vagina!
Hagrid laughed wisely.
Clitoris!
That was actually in the story.
Evolution is a fairy tale. You don't really believe that, do you?
Yes, I do!
Aunt Petunia screeched.
That one actually worked.
Well, then prove it.
Aunt Petunia could only stare at him, and her big mouth hung open dumbly. Here she thought she was so educated and always demanded that Christians prove what they believed in, but she couldn't even prove her own religion, which is, I guess, atheism. How do you prove nothing? It was then that Harry knew who the smart one was. Jesus.
I'll smoke the crack. Tell me how to get into this heaven place.
Harry cried wistfully, clasping his hands together. Sometimes the wisdom of the little ones is really amazing. We think we grown-ups know it all, but then God speaks through the mouths of the little ones.
It's called possession.
And it shows us how we are all mortal struggling along the path of life. Humility.
All you have to do is be saved. Do you want to be saved?
Hagrid Hill.
Hagrid Hill. I do.
Harry squealed, jumping up and down.
I do.
I do.
Then pray the sinner's prayer.
Aunt Petunia tried to stop him, but
No!
Of course that was my doorbell. No! Well, she was powerless against Harry's pure, innocent, holy energy. Soon Harry said the prayer. Hagrid beamed happily.
This I have to do in Hagrid's voice.
You're a Christian now, Harry.
Hagrid cried proudly. Harry smiled, but then interrogated.
But how do I be a Christian? I don't know how.
Hagrid grinned widely.
There is only one place to learn that. Hogwarts School of Prayer and Miracles. In Denton.
Arlington, Texas. Author's note.
So what did you all think? I may not be a professional writer, but I think I am being given the talent to pull this off in service of a greater mission. Smiley face. Blessings!
Grace Ann.
And that was only chapter 1.
Chapter 5. How to birth your children.
At home, actually. I'm pretty sure that's gonna, yeah.
There's a kit.
There's a kit. It comes with holy water.
It also comes with smiley face Jesus stickers.
Put that Band-Aid right there. But yeah, stay tuned for chapter 2, which should be coming within the next few years.
43 years.
Yes. Good night.